is that? My light speakers, we've moved around the setup a wee bit and we're sitting on this horrible looking thing. Not fit for someone of my stature. But we shall prevail. We are waiting on a sexy new one arriving very soon and I will be dropping a review on it. Hopefully that goes well. Let's get into this replay. It was awesome. Although I think it like sits better for like my mic, you know? Yeah. Listen to the power of my voice. Bit of background, I was the Holy Roman Empire. DGM32W, my friend, was the Rus. And we were up against the Abbasid dynasty. Probably saying that wrong, but oh well. So we thought we would do something different here, guys. We started off us two versus hard mode. This was our first hard game. We thought, overconfidence, let's go, let's try it. So we thought, we'll start on age 1, but we'll give each of us, including the AI, 10,000 resources of each, just to like kick its ass. Let's get in, last game of the night. And this happened, it was mental. We were drained, we were done in. But in the first 10 minutes, my friend got wiped out because the AI just kept sending people to him. And I just wasn't in a position to help at that point. So he logged off after 10 minutes. I continued on and you're about to see what's happened. So this is important to note later on. So I've built a sexy little base so far. I feel like it's went quite well. Nice spread out, looking good. We've got the pikemen ready to defend any horsemen that approach. But I decided to send out a little colony to start blocking off passages to me, just to give me half a chance. It was our first hard game, we were obviously very scared. But I start building this keep in this mountain pass, and this is an important part later on. Now you see, this was my friend's downfall, unfortunately. They sent in this, and I remember as soon as they touched his base, all I could hear was, "They've got camels! They've got camels!" And my, Jesus, obviously their answer to the knights being the dynasty, but, you know, they're looking good, you know. And, you know, that was the downfall. Well, I'm going to drop it to 1, just so we can see. Jeez. Oh, unfortunately the knights had no chance. Absolutely no chance. So that's it. I mean, they just continue on to absolutely tear it apart. I mean, look at that. And obviously at this point, I'm like, I can't help you. I can't help you. I span over. There's like an army, but I've just literally finished this, and they're marching down to the gate because I think he says at this point, there's no point in you coming. You know, there's no point. So my plan was quite simple. I would send my army down to their base in an attempt to get them to back off of his base and defend their own. Unfortunately, as I send this little army down to their base, it doesn't go to plan. You know, I thought we're looking pretty sexy here compared to what I've seen up at their base. I don't know what they've got, but my guys charge in, they start doing the business onto their towers, their landmarks. This big keep is absolutely ruining me. But you know, we get places. Yeah. Tell them to back off. I think we tell them to back off here. No, oh, we don't. They keep going. Then we've got the cannons and the spring-owls doing business on the building. I don't think the best weapons to take on a keep. As this is happening, I'm sure my friend can still see what's going on the map, and he says they're coming back, and he was right. They are coming back. A wee army, not much, but enough to be worried about. This, they've obviously been smart enough to brew a wee army at the inside the base, and they wait and they send it out in force to completely ruin the siege weapons so the archers are up the top, or the bundle archer at the top. I should have noticed better and brought them down, but so they absolutely ruined that. Not to mention this little bundle that's just came back for his base ready to fuck me up. And I don't know why I've sent this little troop down here like they're going to do something. Instant death. Feel for you, my brethren, you'll be forever known in the scripture of King Lexi. So this is where I start to really panic and it takes a serious turn. So I've noticed while his base has been getting under attack that the main place they're attacking me from is this mountain pass, which we've now got a wall up at. And we've also blocked off. And we've also blocked off the wall to its right. So I'm hoping they have to come in here. Instead of going the long way around the mountain, down this left bit, which they're doing right now. I'm hoping they all kind of filtered through here, or at least that's what I was thinking during the game time. So this is where the first of many attacks arrived. They recuperated, they built some siege weapons, and now they've arrived at the gates. Which is good, this is what I wanted. I wanted them to come here to give me some sort of defence. This does not go well. So they are siege weapons up the front, big battering rams carrying 16 people. They're obviously trying to do the buildings in. I stupidly send my melee troops to the front gate, and they get 300 at the door. It's an absolute massacre. There's no chance my guys even have a chance. Apart from the mangonel, is that what you call it? Catapult. Apart from the catapult trying to do bits, there's not much hope at this point. Now, if I was the enemy team, I'd be unloading these transport siege weapons and just taking me out. This was the perfect opportunity. They do that. Okay. Goes to show how much I remember of this replay. When they're all together though, that catapult is doing bits. It is my saviour at this point. If they sent a wee unit round to take out that catapult, this would have been over long for me. And there we go, we have prevented the first attack. Or so it seems, until the return. And while the siege weapons were attacking my base, I took the opportunity to rebuild the wall and put one in front of it to add an extra line of defence. More archers up on the front, which is good. These three builders here, these three builders right here were my absolute saviours. They were absolute titans in the battle to crown Lexipic ruler of the world. They take out the wall with ease, which I was quite angry about. But with all the keeps in the background shooting bombs at them, they have no chance on this second bout. No chance. My three workers, again, without them, I would be done as they go into hyper repair mode. As I try to replenish troops. Where are they? There's some troops at the back that we've created that'll be my wee defensive unit. There was still the second wall there. I don't know why they never touched it, unless they targeted the mountain pass base, because it would be more of a hit to my whole civilization. That probably makes more sense. At this point, you look at that, there is just no way that they'll get through that. There is no way. I mean, look at that. There's what, 3 keeps, a palace, the boiling oil gates. I'm thinking to myself, nah, yous have got no chance. Look, yous have got no chance. See, I was very surprised at this point. When I got all these guys out to the front, I'm thinking to myself, wow, how did I pull this back? And they still sending a priest. I don't know what he's doing. See, the cannons are ready for it. This is when we do a wee sexy wide stance formation. Oh, my heavy men-at-arms, my veteran spearmen. Oh, see, when I seen this, I was like, yous are done, yous are done. I'm getting my friend's revenge. We see a wee scout, I feel terrible for him. Can you imagine seeing this coming towards you? It's like, what have I done to deserve this? Ah, yeah, so I charge them in too quick, and I forget they've got this keep here, but I just keep them going because of the sheer numbers we've got, and the health just disappears. And then followed by the cannons, they'll give us a big help when it comes. I'm sure I retreat my team back to try and avoid the arrows, but I think I know it's a lost cause, because there's arrows coming from me everywhere. Yeah, see, this is it. The idea was to retreat the ground troops and let the siege weapons do the damage, but the AI's smart. Like, they know to send the gunmen to take out my siege weapons when my grounds has run away. So I just send them back in, and even though I've lost troops with the back and forth running, it still turns out okay. See, I just don't know what their strategy's like in this dynasty, but the AI's smart. They know when to come out and then when to retreat, but it's not going to go well for them this time as they wrap around them. Come on, boys, come on. I now have trebuchets because my cannons were not enough to take down their walls, and we send this to join my unit. And what a unit it became. Absolutely unreal. See, when I gathered this together, I thought, nah, yous are done. Yous are done. Let me pause the game. Look at that. I mean, the cannons on either side of the trebuchets, they're going to absolutely rip the walls apart. Followed with all these upgraded men-at-arms, spearmen, bowmen. Ah, they're done. They're done. Trebuchets set up and just start chucking bombs at the siege tower. Let's speed it up just to show you the kind of damage it does. See you later. Rest of the boys move in for that final push. Trebuchet towers. Unleashing hell. Unleashing hell on these guys, man. Honestly, look, they try and come out to like gauge it. They come out the door, they see what I've got sitting here, they're like, hell no! And I feel bad for them here. This is their little final push. Look, my siege weapons are just taking out everything, and my guys haven't even chucked a sword yet. And they come out for their final push because they know if they don't, they'll have no chance. And unfortunately, oh my god. Nice little guns, man, but it's not going to help you here. Oh my god. Poor guys, man. Although heavily upgraded, I believe, but they just get bulkied. I thought this was really cool. I've gave them an ability to create siege weapons whilst on the field. It's like a rain dance, isn't it? But they create siege weapons and they all bundle into it, which I thought was awesome. And then with everybody inside the siege weapons, just sending them in just to do absolute bits. I mean, these things do heavy building and wall damage. Really, really good. And if they die, the guys just pour out of them. Look, oh, these up the back just causing chaos. So that's it, that's their final landmark in the centre. Their final landmark. They're out of troops, they've got nothing left. Trebuchets shooting from afar, cannons clearing anything else that's going to come out of place, while the remainder of the troops and the siege weapons keep smashing it until it finally falls to its death, man. Unreal. Unreal. I was buzzing at this point. Buzzing that we managed to pull off hard difficulty. It was a shame I couldn't do it with my friend, he had to log off at the time, but technically it's his win as well, so nah, we secured it, That's that, guys, it's just to show that I'm much better than easy mode. Much better than easy mode, and we managed to pull off hard difficulty, even though it was 2 versus 1, don't take that into consideration. Thanks very much, I'll see you on the next one, bye, woo!